Good morning. Today is Saturday, May 21st, 2022. Welcome to Columnhenge at Alpha Ωmega. We're located halfway between Death Valley and Las Vegas, halfway between Joshua Tree and Area 51 in the Mojave Desert of the Southwest United States. Bishop David Griffin is on sabbatical this week. I'm Reverend Leslie McQuade, and this is the Lost Magic of Jesus live demonstration. The text that we're using for this demonstration comes from a text called the Bruce Codex. It was found in Egypt in the late 1800s, and it purports to be the secret instructions that Jesus gave to the disciples detailing the methods of energy collection necessary to perform the miracles. We believe that these teachings are what Jesus used to show the disciples how the miracles were practiced. It is based on reconstructions of other types of magical traditions prevalent during the time this was written, between 200 and 300 AD. And now we will begin the ritual. The sun is the dispenser of light to the earth. May the living light of the God force inflame our souls with abundant life. Our destiny lies amongst the stars, and to the stars humanity shall ascend. Take a nice deep breath and feel into your body. Breathe deeply. Feel each breath as it moves into you. Follow your breath as it spreads throughout your body. And as you are breathing deeply and feeling deeply into each and every part of yourself, visualize yourself as the tree of life, however it is you imagine that tree to be, and grow your branches up high into alpha sky. Drive your roots down deep into omega earth. I call on you in the east. Alpha. I call on you in the west. Omega. I call on you in the north. Alpha. I call on you in the south. Omega. Alpha et Omega, the beginning and the end, and the passage of time between, sunrise and sunset, and the passage of the sun between, birth and death, and the passage of life between. Thank you for joining us here at Alpha Ωmega as we reach out with the energy of our energetic bodies and call out towards the angels. Watchers, we know your names. Step aside. O-E-O-I-A. O-E-O-I-A. Ho-E-A. Ho-E-A. E-I-E-A. E-I-E-A. Watchers, step aside and allow us to enter into the sixth Treasury of Light. And there are 12 heads in my Father's treasury, and these are the names that are in the places when they sing praises to my Father, and He gives light power to them. O mighty angel, head of the east, great and shining one, we know your name. Ei-ao-ao-ao. Ei-ao-ao-ao. Borathos. Borathos. Theosahui. Theosahui. Oneos. Oneos. Aezarax. Aezarax. Chonazor. Chonazor. Ioao-izazos. Ioao-izazos. Athoamaiox. Athoamaiox. Zezaoza. Zezaoza. Eonasacho. Eonasacho. Atherosas. Atherosas. Hoezoa. Hoezoa. And so we completed our journey through the places. Having invoked each of the mighty angels in their places, at last we came to the place of the midst, the place of the center, the place of the Father of the sixth Treasury of Light. O Father of the sixth Treasury of Light, by your name and by your cipher, we invoke you. Eobao. The cipher that we're using is this. So as you say Eobao, project this image into the sky. Eobao. Let the divine light descend. It is the intention of this ritual and our fervent prayer to establish human liberty worldwide. Put an end to slavery in all of its forms. And establish a pro-human future. Restore the purity of our air. Restore the purity of our water. Restore the purity of our food. Restore the purity of our medicines. Grant us free and fair elections. And let all those who work against humanity meet their end soon. All these things and more we ask, because now it is your turn. What boon would you ask from the angels today? Ask it now, and your prayer will be answered. All these things we ask for in the name of the living Master, Jesus Christ. Amen. So mote it be. Take a moment now to again feel into your body. This ancient magical rite we are doing together helps you experience more God Force energy within you. When you are filled with God Force energy, you have more energy. You just have more life. And that's really what the Master wanted for us, to live happy and abundant lives, filled with fishes and loaves and weddings and children and beauty and laughter. That's the real reason for being here, to laugh and to enjoy ourselves and have a good time. And yet there seem those who are just, what? Hell-bent, to use a turn of words, on making this world miserable, on making it uncomfortable and unpleasant. And you know what? The harder they try to make it unpleasant, and the less they are successful, the madder they get. And that's just the truth, the God's honest truth, to use another turn of phrase. You see how even in our common speech, we can easily identify the satanic and the nefarious and the unhealthy and the bad, just so easy we can describe it from that which is good and profitable and that which brings us great joy and great abundance. Because that's all profitable means anyway, is abundant. It's been turned into a dirty word by people who use these systems to control us. That's called weaponization. And you can weaponize anything, even a spoon. You can weaponize a spoon if you wanted to. You could fill it with poisonous things or put a poisonous coating on it or make the edges sharp or make it invisibly hot. Or make it powdered glass so that when you eat it, your mouth breaks out into ulcers. There's so many ways to weaponize things, aren't there? So many ways. And yet, we still live in a world that we can make safe because we can see the weaponization going on. That's what's being turned against us. All the good things. They're just being weaponized. And you can turn them back into good things just as easily as they were weaponized. You only have to recognize that that's what's happened. And that's what God Force energy is for. God Force energy lets you tell the difference between that which is real and God-given and healthy and productive for us, and that which is evil and dangerous and bad for our bodies and part of the synthetic culture that we're trying to get rid of. When you are filled with God Force energy, it's so much easier for you to pick the godly choice because you're already moving in the direction of your current most prevalent thought. And when you're thinking about God Force energy, you're moving towards God Force energy. And you can't help but be a good person when you do that. Because God Force energy does so many things for us. It carries healing. It carries information. It carries happiness and warmth. It even has healing, like nutritional healing that we just can't live without. And so today, as you're enjoying this gorgeous springtime Saturday, remember that life is for living and not working all the time. And get out and enjoy the sunshine. Get some fresh air. Maybe even go to the lake or the river or some other natural body of water. You know, natural bodies of water are naturally higher in God Force energy than other types of water. And so when you get out into the wild water, when you even just get out and put your bare feet in the grass, you're making contact with God's creation, and that is instantly going to make you feel better. Thank you so much for coming out and joining us today. We really appreciate you coming out here and experiencing the wonders of the God Force with us. So, if you're interested in knowing more about the mission, you can find out more at alphaomega.church. There you'll find our course offerings, our prayer wall, and all the other details you want to know about this beautiful and peaceful mission. And until we have, wrong order. And as the bishop always says, have faith and expect a miracle. And until we have the pleasure of each other's company again, may the God Force run strong within you. And, as always, may your magics and your prayers work better than expected.